For the past 7 years, these revolving doors have welcomed and escorted a record 4 chairpersons of the anti-graft body. First came the controversial ouster of retired Judge Aaron Ringera, who headed the then Kenya Anti-Corruption Commission until parliamentary pressure in 2009 led to his exit.
Parliament, in its wisdom.
An eloquent law professor, PLO Lumumba, succeeded him to the wide acclamation of the public, but his tenure was equally short-lived when his office was scrapped a year into his job. The adoption of the new constitution and subsequent new anti-corruption laws birthed the current Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission headed by Mumo Matemu, who assumed office in August 2013 after 15 months of battling integrity questions. The unceremonious end of his tenure before facing a tribunal in May last year paved way for a bigger commission of 5 persons that serves at part-time basis. But even before marking the first anniversary, the second chairperson of EACC, Philip Kinisu, leaves the stage 7 months into the job.
What Mr. Kinisu has done is a good thing because the decision to remove him has already been made. The tribunal would have been a lynch for him.
There seems to have been acts of omission that put the chairman in a conflict of interest situation.
I, Philip Kinisu.
When he appeared before the National Assembly Committee fighting the petition against him, Kinisu told of forces of extortion being behind his removal. He insinuated being fought for the reforms he had been instituting since assuming office, pointing to possible wrangles between him and the EACC secretariat. The secretariat, headed by CEO Halake Wako, has on several occasions been accused of bungling investigations at the commission, with a section of leaders now calling for vetting of the staff.
If other people are being vetted, why should the EACC secretariat not be vetted? It is again the same secretariat of the EACC that is working for the downfall of Kinisu.
That results of the EACC work in terms of successful convictions of the corrupt remain scanty, the continued wrangles and the high turnover of commissioners and chairpersons continue to dominate the face of the anti-graft war. Is the commission still necessary?
I don't think it is giving us value for money. And maybe a small department within the police force that is, very small and but small and efficient might do a better job than than what we have gotten from the EACC up to this point.
But remember, there were reasons why we ran away from the police to establish the commission. And we would be reluctant ourselves to ask for a disbandment of that commission. What we would rather ask is the commissioners do their part and that they hold members of the secretariat to account for their acts and omissions.
EACC has now become a sacrificial lamb. Until the day that we as a people make a decision that we hate corruption, no amount of effort on the part of EACC is going to reduce corruption.
The Public Service Commission will now have to kick off the process of seeking the next EACC chair and recommend names to the president, who should eventually appoint a new head of EACC upon parliamentary approval. It's an institution that has not known stability over time. Internal wrangling continued to hamper the struggle against graft, and even though the chairperson Kinisu is gone, there is no guarantee that his successor will be the solution to the working and confidence crisis at the commission, or will they? Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.